The microphone to Omar, and so I'm going to give Mehdi a chance. In the meantime, I want you to be thinking, if you haven't signed this letter yet, there are 2 clipboards back on the wall with copies of this letter. If you could sign 2 copies, we'll send one to Kelly Ayotte and one to Jean Shaheen, and we're asking for them to vote against H.R. 4038, which is a bill to put additional hurdles in the refugee resettlement process. The Director of Homeland Security has come out against this bill. The Director of the FBI has come out against this bill. They say that the current process is fully adequate and that this is just meant to bog down things and slow down the flow of refugees. It's going to lead to deaths. If you can sign these letters, it make a big difference. So this is my nephew Mehdi. I'm very glad that he's in New Hampshire. I grew up in Morocco. And I'm just proud to have a family member up here.
He's a member of the UN Migrant Association.
Yes, I will say that. Although we have no apparent similarities in looks, that's for sure. People always, ask twice, like, "Are you sure he's your nephew?" That's for sure. Yes, I am the former president of the Muslim Student Association in UNH, and I felt it was something. Not just a way to be generous with my time, but I think it was, when I heard that he's doing this right now, I felt it was a responsibility to stand with my brothers and sisters who are there. Needless to say, I mean, the people who have shown up here, really, I don't need to convince you that we need to bring these refugees here, because not only is it a good act, but I think through indirect or direct choices that our country has made, we might be somewhat responsible for these people who have been displaced.
Yes, we are.
Yes, and I don't want to sound like someone who's got conspiracy theories or anything like that, but I think I'm pretty sure that as a result of Iraq and so on and so forth, ISIS has been created. And let me be clear on something, because people think that we don't despise these people as much as you guys do. We do. These people are misleading, are misled Muslims, and they are misleading non-Muslims. And this is an issue that really we should be dealing with, not the US, but we as Arabs and Muslims in general should be dealing with. Now with that said, I see a lot of videos on Facebook about these poor Syrian children that unfortunately once played inside of their living rooms and now play with the rubble from their living rooms. It's something that's really heartbreaking, and someone without it takes a decent human being, just a normal human being, to feel what these people are going through. Mothers who've been left stranded, stray like dogs. What kind of respect is this to the people of Syria? And Assad doesn't really, of course, doesn't pay any respect to these people, and instead is bombing them. It's terrible. But instead of trying to make you shed a tear, I want to say that I am very, very proud and happy to see all of these people here, because it really shows me that there's hope, especially after seeing all these Trump supporters. But in any case, thank you very much for showing up. I hope that you guys can understand that we want to live in coexistence, and we have been living coexistence with Christians and Jewish people in countries such as Egypt, such as Lebanon. These are prime examples, and we're here just as you are to help these people and stop the war, and God bless America. Uncle.
All right, folks. One thing I did want to address Governor Hassan, who has certainly been a friend to my organization and many of the organizations who are here, and her recent statements about wanting to turn back Syrian refugees. I mean, I think that the thought that is political posturing is something that's occurred to many of us. I think it's really bad political posturing. The biggest thing a candidate looking for a new office needs is the enthusiasm of her base. I've talked to a lot of people who have said I was going to go door to door, I was going to give money, I was going to make phone calls, and now I'm really mad. And at the risk of crossing 501c3 lines, I just think that was the wrong call for Governor Hassan, and a call to her would not hurt. That being said, it's pretty clear that it's not really relevant what the governors of particular states say. Federal law, the Refugee Act of 1980, requires states to provide assistance and services to refugees without regard to race, religion, nationality, sex, or political opinion. So the federal law here is very clear. State governors don't have the right to turn back refugees, and I hope that we can make a few phone calls saying that was a bad call, that Governor Hassan stepped in it when she said that. And with that, I'd like to turn it back over to the leftist marching band, to whom I am so grateful.
Thankful to you and all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the leftist marching band.
A pueblo unido jamás será vencido. A pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.